ClaretsTV speaking to Champions League manager Robbie Simpson after the playoff defeat to Braintree today. Robbie, what was your thoughts on that one?
I'm not sure really. It's tough to reflect on anything right now. Obviously, huge disappointment, gut-wrenching. The game itself, there wasn't a lot in it. I felt like first half was a pretty typical playoff derby game where it needed to settle down. It was pretty frantic. There wasn't a lot of football played. Obviously, we wanted to play a lot more football than we did in that period, but I thought we were the better team in the first half, but they always looked like they were a threat with the ball over the top, which is their thing. They've got some really sharp players at the top end of the pitch that make good runs in behind and don't let you have it easy. But I thought we were the most dominant team in that first half without playing to our strengths or creating anything too much. We had a couple of moments where maybe the final decision or the final ball wasn't quite right. But yeah, we went in at half time pretty pleased, knowing that we can get better. There was levels for us to go up, and we felt like playing against the slight wind would actually really help us. But it helped them as well. As much as it helped us play, it helped them play, and they didn't have to get too much on their clearances to get in behind us in that early part of the second half. And that early part of the second half was we struggled in the first sort of 5-10 minutes of it really, and they've scored a goal pretty much out of nothing. It's like a cross shot, wasn't it? That just ended up in the far post, which you can't really legislate for. But it was the next 5-10 minutes after that where we didn't need to panic, and probably the most important thing is you don't concede again in those moments, rather than thinking, oh, we're 1-0 down, we need to score. It's the most important thing with so long left is not conceding again, and we left ourselves uncharacteristically vulnerable. It just took a little nudge or Jenks missing the ball, having competed with their striker and their midfield runner running through, and he still had a lot to do, and he finished it ever so well. But it was poor from us. But from that moment on, we were brilliant, and we created so many clear-cut chances. And whether it be us amazing defending or wonder saves, it seemed like it wasn't going to be our day. But the players kept going, kept fighting, kept believing. It's typical of our character. And we do eventually get one, and then we get another. And we didn't want the final whistle. You know, we'd spent everything to get back in the game. You know, we'd made all our attacking changes really, has gone as offensive as we could, and we felt like if there was just a few more minutes left that we would have got that winner. And then in extra time it's tough because you want to try and carry on that momentum and get the winner, but then you also know that they've had a chance to reset and stifle the momentum and the pressure that was there. And we thought about making a change and going a bit more solid, but then would that take away the momentum? And then if we did need to go attacking again, the option wasn't there. So it was weird. But I felt like we did carry on the momentum in that first half of extra time. We made some poor decisions in key moments for their goal, whether that be the decision making or the concentration on the connection of a clearance or a header, or a first touch that led to them being able to break on us. And then they've just had a pot shot and it's got deflected and gone in. It was a real sucker punch, but I felt like the belief was still there that we could get back in it, obviously because we'd scored 2 at the end of normal time, but the same energy wasn't quite there. Like I said, I think we spent a lot in that last period of 90 minutes. We spent a lot and players were out their feet, and we didn't quite have the same energy. And not for the want of trying, by the way. The lads were just out on their feet, and obviously it's a sickener to lose. We really had the belief that well, we were the best team in the playoffs. 46 games showed that we were the most consistent best team, but on any given day anybody can beat anybody, and whilst we don't think we were at our best, I felt like we were the better team, but moments in these games, in one-off games, playoff games, you take your moments, you don't, and we had plenty of them, more than them. They've taken 3 of theirs, and we've only taken 2 of ours.
So yeah, despite the result today, Robbie, it's been a season progression. Second in the league, our highest finish in the league, and made 1 round further in the playoffs than we did last season. So on that note, must be proud of what we've done this season and the players today and their character. I
am. Yeah, it's really tough in this moment to reflect on that, and I think if we'd lost to perhaps anybody else, it would be easier to reflect on the season we've had. But I'm sure when the emotion's gone and we actually do manage to sit back and reflect, and we have progressed this season massively, and we want to continue to progress. And once the dust has settled, we'll regroup and look back on the positives from this season, and definitely the things we can learn to be better again next season.
Okay, unlucky today, Simo, and we'll catch up with you over the summer and look forward to next season.
Thank you, Ben.